Welcome to the Ben Mallah podcast, where Ben Mallah is going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to get on a spotlight or get a call in during the podcast, go to benmallah.com/shop and you can get Fast Pass. The link is in the video description, so you can get that as well through there. And then the link to the Zoom room is also in the video description. So if you're watching this live, you can join us on the Zoom and you might get in a spotlight and talk to Ben. So Ben, how's your day today?
My day sucked, okay? But I'm still here. All right, so besides that, Erin is still reading Super Chats.
Yeah.
If you got a comment, we'll read anything over 99 cents, okay? 99 cent special. All right, but if you want to pay $10 and it's a good question, go for it. Let me tell you something. People go to consult with Ben, and they pay the money, and it pays for a follow, and it helps with the contest we're doing. Hopefully, you get some stuff on that. And I've helped people save a lot of money. Let me tell you something. I get calls from people in deals, and I make them try to get in there and change the goddamn deal to their benefit. Which camera are we working with here? That one there?
Yeah.
All right. But today, all you people are lucky, because today we're going to get something educationally done. We're not just going to sit here out talking about, oh yeah, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. Today is Cinco de Banko, and we have a banker, a real live banker, baby. This is the guy that everybody needs to get started in real estate or to continue. All right? Really get started because you really do 1 to 4, right?
I do 1 to 4 units, yeah, residential units.
All right. This is Chris. What's your last name?
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones. That's an easy name to remember. Chris Jones. And Chris Jones is the owner, right?
No, not yet.
Not yet, but you're part of
Legend Home Lending.
Legend Home Lending. And he's a legend. He's been around here his whole life. But Chris is a good guy, and he can answer all your questions regarding buying a residential property. We ain't got the commercial guy in here yet. I'm fighting with them right now. I got to finish fighting with them before I get them to come in and do a podcast. But Chris is here today, and he's got all the answers. He's the guy. He's the ticket, baby. If you're afraid, we went blank. I was afraid doing my first loan. All right, it's really, it's hard, but this is a nice guy here that's ready to do everything you need, and all you got to do is get with him and follow what he tells you to do, and he can, get you on the road and borrowing some money. He has the money. He's got the power. So, Chris, thank you for coming today. We really appreciate it. And I know you have a very huge reputation with some big players in the business. And, and he's here to help you. Tell us what you can do for us.
Hey, well, I'm happy to be here, so thanks for inviting me, Ben. What I can do for you, I'm super happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So if you want to call me, I can, get my phone number out to you all later on or email. But, what I can do for you is, right up front, if you're thinking about buying a property, you want to get pre-qualified. So this super hot market, everybody and their brother wants to buy a house right now. So get the mortgage taken care of right up front. Get all your documentation, get a loan commitment so that when you do find that right house, you can compete with the cash buyers.
So basically what you're saying is, don't go out and find a deal. Line your money up. All right? Get with Chris and give him everything he needs. I'm sure if somebody contacts your office and says, hey, I want to get pre-qualified to get a home loan or a triplex, a duplex, or a fourplex, you can help them, right? You'll email them all the information. They'll fill it out. They'll email you in whatever you require, tax returns and all the information, and you'll get busy working for them, right?
I do all the work up front. So I'll give you a whole list of all the documents that you're going to need, all the information that we're going to need to make a complete loan application so you can have an actual loan commitment.
So there you go. You got somebody here that's here to make it happen, baby. Yeah. You use him to get the money. He's your gun. He's the hired gun. All right? So basically, if you got any questions or you want to interact with us, go get the Zoom pass and let's hear what you got to say, or you let people call in or what?
Yeah, we're going to have call-ins as well.
So basically, if I'm Dumb Show, I never had a loan before. All right, you're gonna come in. I mean, you'll sit down with people too, right?
I sit down with a lot of people.
You know, you can sit down face to face. You can communicate on email. Can you do a Zoom with somebody?
I do a Zoom.
So he's totally available for free. You don't pay him nothing. Okay? He's gonna sit down, gather all your information, tell you what he can do for you, and then set you up. Because not everybody's perfect. You're going to get people all types of scores. Yeah. What's the lowest score you think you could help somebody with?
If we can get your score to 600, we're going to be able to do a loan for you.
And then when his score improves, later on you'll get him a better loan.
You're going to get a better deal. You're going to get a better interest rate.
That's the way I started.
Yeah, you know, lots of people come to me and say, hey, I've got problems with my credit. What do I need to do? So we take a look at the whole situation. So I pull a credit report, and I let them know what they need to do to improve the credit score. So we run what's called a credit score simulator, which shows in detail exactly what you need to do to get the credit score that's going to allow you to qualify for a mortgage. And that's all free of charge.
Listen, he's going to line you up with the money. And if he can't, he's going to tell you what you got to do to get lined up.
Yep.
All right? So what else could you ask for? He's here to help you get the money. All right? And he only wins if you win. That's the way it works. So you're in St. Pete, your office, right?
My office is in Clearwater. I live in St. Pete, though.
Oh, your office in Clearwater. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you know, and you can help. All right, let's also be, I know I don't understand, there's a lot of licensing involved with loaning money and mortgage broker and things like that. What states can you or can't you help somebody out if they want to buy real estate?
Me personally, I can help out with Florida, Colorado, Arizona, Texas, Louisiana. But I have got contacts that can lend in all 50 states. I've got really good people.
So you can help somebody no matter what
no matter
they
what
live
state
in or they want to buy it.
Yep.
What about Alaska?
Alaska, I've done loans in Alaska.
What about Hawaii?
Hawaii, yep.
Puerto Rico?
Nah, not Puerto Rico. Not Puerto Rico.
Gotcha! But can you?
No, I don't think so. I can't.
FHA doesn't do Puerto Rico?
Territory.
But does
Not a
FHA do loans in Puerto Rico?
That's a good question.
You
got me. You got me.
All right, look that up and find out.
I will look it up.
Okay, Puerto Rico. What's the other territories we got?
The U.S. Virgin Islands as a
U.S.
territory.
Virgin Islands.
I'm gonna say I don't think so.
All right, but you'll look into it.
I'll look into it.
You know why? Because if I ever gotta go run and hide one day,
there you go.
What's the name of that island we went to, Aaron?
The Caymans?
No, in the U.S. Virgin Island where the guy threw Frank's wife off the sailboat, made her get off. What island was that?
I don't know.
It was in a U.S. territory, U.S. Virgin Islands. It was right near the English one. But anyway, find out because I might want to move there.
I will find out.
So anyway, the point is that let me tell you, am I hearing working good or is voice working good? I would not be here today. I would be broke, busted, if it wasn't for a mortgage broker. Okay? Because when you go and you sit down, this thing out of here. Anyway, when you go sit down with a bank, you're just dealing with that bank. Okay? When you sit down with a mortgage broker, you could be dealing with how many banks?
I deal with probably about 20 different banks. So not only do we have like all the normal type of loans, the regular conventional, which is Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac type mortgage, FHA and VA is the government type of loans. I've got plenty of outlets that we can broker to that do all the different type of loans, like portfolio loans where you might be 1 day out of bankruptcy, 1 day out of foreclosure. We've got.
What about commercial?
No
commercial.
No,
right?
I can't do commercial.
Because when you said portfolio.
Yeah, well, portfolio in residential.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So if you have 10 houses,
so.
a lot of people that tune into us do have a lot of houses. Or they got a lot of fourplexes, they got a lot of triplexes. So you can help somebody like that. As long as it's 1 to 4.
Exactly. So if you've got multiple properties, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, it's hard to do over 10 units, or you can't do over 10 units. So you've got to go to a different type of loan. So it's going to be a portfolio loan. we do bank statement loans, so strictly based on what your cash flow has been for the last 12 months. There's loans out there that are based solely upon cash flow. So if you find an investment property and the lease on it is going to cover the mortgage, we're going to be able to do that loan just solely based on your down payment and based on credit without verifying your income. So there's a lot of cool stuff that is out there just besides the regular Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac conventional loans.
I mean, you're going to pay a little more, but you're going to get a little more.
You will definitely pay a little more, but hey, if you're making money on investment property,
that's all that matters. So that's great. So, anybody wants to get a loan, call Chris up in Lengin in Clearwater. He's ready to work for you. I mean, you got a professional person ready to work for you, and the banks are going to pay him, so don't worry about it. So, all right, so let me ask you this. If somebody goes out and buys a fourplex and they're going to live in one, right? They qualify for FHA, right?
Yep.
Are there any other programs that have low downs without having to go 20%? Is there any other vehicle that'll take you there without having a ton of money to put down?
If you're
And will the rent on the property, let me ask you this. When you go for an FHA loan, do they count the rent coming in on that fourplex or not?
They do.
Do they really?
They do. Yep. They count the rent coming in to offset your mortgage payment.
All right.
So it's easy to qualify, especially if you're buying like a 2-unit property, and typically one side covers 75% of the rent. So we use the proposed rental income. You don't actually have to lease it out. Whatever the appraiser says it's going to rent for, we use to offset what your new mortgage payment is. So your income doesn't have to be, doesn't have to cover the whole payment. It just needs to cover the portion that the other unit's not covering.
Why wouldn't somebody automatically just go FHA because of the 3% down and the low rate? Why would they go anywhere else if they could get FHA loan?
Well, FHA is a great way to go for first-time home buyers because of the low down payment. The downside to FHA is there's a cap on the maximum loan amount. So the maximum loan amount's about $356,000.
But that goes by the area, right?
Goes by the
area. A
area.
guy told me the other day that's selling my boat or trying to. He said he got approved for $800,000 because he lives in this zip code in Fort Lauderdale. Is that true? I mean, he wouldn't lie to me. That's what his broker told him.
It would be a conventional type loan, but
not FHA?
Not FHA, unless it's a multifamily. If you get a conventional loan, so conventional loans go up to $548,250 right now. That's a Fannie Mae maximum loan amount.
$548,000 for a loan to Fannie. What are they, married? Fannie and Freddie, a fucking couple or something to loan money out to people? Where did they come up with these fucking names? Fannie, Freddie, Jimmy, Harry. All right, we got FHA. We'll do 1 to 4, but there's an absolute max for the country on FHA.
There's a max for the areas. So in high cost areas, they go a little bit higher. But if you're going to a 4-unit property on FHA, you're going to have a maximum loan amount of probably $700,000-800,000.
So you can go up into those big numbers with FHA.
With FHA, you can, but on single family, it goes to $350,000.
And there's nowhere you get more than $350 for a house in this country? It's just a single family house you're going to live in?
On FHA, depending on the area. Like if you're down in Miami-Dade,
will they go
Monroe
higher
County,
than $350?
then they go higher. They go up to like $500,000 down there.
All right, so you can't go higher because you can't buy shit at $350 in Miami.
Yeah, but
at least unless somewhere you don't want to be.
Yeah. If you get a conventional loan, so if you're purchasing something for $1 million, just say a 4-unit, 4-unit property for $1 million, you can get a conventional loan.
Conventional, but not FHA.
Not FHA. So conventional goes up to about $990,000 loan amount for a 4-unit property.
And that's when you say conventional, you mean
conventional? It's not government insured. It's privately insured. So it's going to be a larger down payment. You'd be looking at 25% down instead of the FHA 3.5% down.
All right, let's start with the houses. Let's say we're somebody out there. We just want to buy our first house. We're 20-something years old. We got a job. What are our choices? We got FHA for 3% down.
Yep.
Right? What other choices do we have? If there was a reason why we didn't qualify, I don't know. What happens if you can't qualify for the FHA? I mean, what other reason wouldn't you take the FHA?
FHA is the easiest to qualify because The qualification ratios are the highest. So, if you've got a lot of debts, we can go up to a 57% debt to income ratio, which is pretty high, which means that, based on your income, you've got, 57% of your income goes towards the new housing payment and the debt. So it's more flexible.
Does that include the taxes, the
qualifying.
insurance, and the maintenance, and all the bullshit too, right?
Principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and maintenance.
So all of that could go up to 57% of your net or gross income.
Of your gross income.
All right, that's pretty easy to qualify for then, yeah.
Yeah. So
All right, so let's say, why wouldn't somebody take the FHA then?
So if somebody's got a larger down payment than 3.5%, or they have good credit scores, they'd want to go with a conventional loan, because conventional loan you can put a minimum of 3% down. If you've got really good credit scores, you want to go conventional with 3% down on a primary residence purchase.
That's what a regular bank you're talking about.
That's with a regular bank.
Regular bank mortgage. Yeah. So I don't know. You're telling me somebody with good credit can go to a bank and get a home loan with only 3% down?
3% down.
Up to how much, you said?
$548,000.
I didn't know that. I thought only FHA did the 3% down. So if you got really good credit, but if you don't have good credit, they're not going to do that.
If you don't have good credit.
So where's it go from 3? Let's say you got okay credit.
If you got okay credit, if you went regular conventional loan, you could do 5% down. And that goes up to the $548,000.
And then you go to 10% if you have to.
Yeah.
You go to 15, and then it pretty much tops out at 20 or 25, right?
Yep, exactly.
All right. So it depends on you. How good you are. The better you are, the better lower rate you get, and the less down payment you get.
Yep.
That's the way it works. The less risk you are, the more you're worth to them. So they give you a better deal. Simple. All right. So if you're doing 1 to 4 units, let's say you're trying to do like a fourplex or something like that, you go FHA, and then the price goes higher for the value of the property, right?
Yep.
And then conventional, they just care if it appraises out, right?
Well, I mean, conventional, if you're living in it as your primary residence, you can use the rental income or proposed rental income from the other units to offset that payment. So it's much easier to qualify. If you're purchasing it as an investment property on a conventional loan, you can use all the units to offset it. The downside to going conventional as a side FHA is conventional is a 25% down payment, no matter what, on a 4-unit property.
What happened to the 5? Oh, only the single family.
On single families, you're going to get 3% down or 5% down or whatever.
You can't find. There's no conventionals that you have access to that can do on a fourplex less than how much down?
It's getting 25% down on a 4-unit.
25. Come on, there's no more. You gotta find some more banks to work with. This thing working again here. Okay. Hello. I think there's a stupid tassel here. Where is this stupid thing? Yeah, I wear it like that. How about that? Now it's out of my mic. All right. What's that for?
The mic broke.
What?
The mic died.
Oh, the mic died. Your $40 Amazon fucking mic died. He was bragging, I got a wireless mic for $40. Here it is. And it didn't even last, 30 minutes?
It was over an hour, but right.
Wait, made in Poland, I bet.
Didn't plug the battery.
All right, you better get he didn't charge it probably.
Yep.
Follow us and understand you got to charge shit to make it work. All right, so if you're buying for investment property and you're not going to live in it, you want 25% down.
You're going to have 25% down. It's going to be a conventional type mortgage. FHA only does primary residences. So it's going to be a conventional loan with 25% down. Higher interest rate, but easy to qualify.
And what about if you got 25% locked into it, you ain't got nobody that'll give you any kind of line of credit on top of that?
Not on investment property. You're not going to find any home equity lines of credit, anything like that on investment. Not residential investment.
Okay, but on your house you can.
On your house. If it's owner occupied, you can get. There's plenty of companies that'll do home equity lines.
You do HELOCs or no? That's directly only with banks.
That's a bank.
That's a bank
product.
All right, so basically, I don't know what else to say except he's waiting here to help you. And all you got to do is contact him, and he'll put you in the right direction and tell you what you got to do to get the money. Okay? You need the money man here. Oh, maybe I was saying it earlier. I would not be here today if it wasn't for, what the hell was his name? Fishman. His name was Fishman. What the hell was his first name? He was a cocky son of a bitch, but he deserved it because he made me he really helped me. I mean, this mortgage broker was the best. This guy, he lined me up with a loan to buy it. If I was short on the money and I couldn't come up with he had loans for me like 10% down back then.
Yeah, I think Saul Fishman, wasn't it?
Huh?
Was
No,
it Saul?
not Saul. This fucking tassel out of here. Oh, the mic's gone. I can wear it now. No, his name was Richard Fishman. And Rich would just, I'd give him the deal. He knew I was buying a good deal. He knew I knew what the fuck I was doing. He would loan me his own fucking money. He'd say, well, what the fuck I want to get the banks to loan? I got money to loan. He'd loan me his own goddamn money of his own fund because he had that much faith in me. He loaned me, he'd loan me a loan to buy it. Then he'd loan me another loan because I bought it so good. He'd get me loans that would give me money to fix them up. Then after that was done, we'd get a stabilized loan after about, a year or something. And then we do another loan. He got like 3 loans off of me over one property. He was making money too.
Yeah.
I didn't care. He was putting money in my pocket and keeping my machine going. So, if it wasn't for guys like Chris here to help you get a loan, it's hard. You go sit back, you still go deal with one bank. You're sitting there with the banker one-on-one. He's got his, it's like, this guy's out there. He's a fight for you. He's like your lawyer. And get you the best deal and process the paperwork and get all the information he needs and make sure all the docs are done correctly and make sure you're not getting screwed.
Yeah, we can do it super efficiently. I've got a big team at my office. Everyone's got, probably 20 plus years experience in the mortgage business, my processors, my front end people. So, it's a whole team. So we gather all the documents from you. We give, make sure that we have all the information so I can give you the right answers and make the whole mortgage process go super, super smoothly for you.
Listen, when it comes to, you just give them what they want, okay? Whatever they want, and if you can't give it to them, tell him you can't give it to him, and he'll figure out some other way of doing it probably. You just said that you'll take somebody's bank statements to prove their income?
Yep.
Well, there you go. They want proof. The banks don't want to loan money to somebody who can't afford it. But this guy will handle everything. You just sit back and don't do shit.
I get loans that are turned down by banks all the time. The big banks are difficult to deal with. So a lot of times, somebody will be turned down somewhere else, and they say, the other loan officer will say, "Oh, I can't make the deal work. You're out of luck." Then they'll come see me, and I'll say, "Well, why don't we do this or why don't we do that?" There's different ways to be creative so we can get a deal done.
See, the banks are going to tell you yes and no.
Yep.
All right, you're just a fucking number. Pardon my language. I forgot Aaron's sitting here. You're just a number. Did we get any super chats?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to
I'm
finish
sorry.
with your
Well,
rant.
You gotta give me a signal.
Jesus,
Signal.
I haven't talked the whole podcast.
Signal.
Anyways,
All right.
what's up, everybody? So tonight, we're gonna be reading all super chats like always. So please get them in. We'll read them on air. My dad can answer the questions. You can ask anybody a question. You could ask for a follow-up question. So make sure you get your super chats in. So let's start it off. So Billy Laptop, thank you for the $20.
$20. Why don't you get a Zoomcast for $20?
Have a pack of Newports on me.
Thank you, but luckily there's still only $6 out here in Florida, so I'll get 3 packs. And if I buy 3 packs, I think I get 2 for a discount. So thanks a lot.
All right, Jordan Smith, thank you also for the $20. He said, if you were a real estate agent trying to save money to own real commercial real estate, what type of commercial real estate would you own? I've been considering storage units. What are your thoughts?
I forgot the question.
If you were a real estate agent trying to save money to own real commercial real estate, what type of commercial real estate would you own?
It depends where you're at. Everywhere is different. It might be booming in what do you say, storage?
Yeah, storage.
Storage is all about supply and demand. You better make sure there's a big supply and a demand so you can have the supply. But it depends where you're at. Where I'm at right now, nothing is a friggin' good deal except if you find good triple net stuff right now. But it depends where. You can't, these days you can't be too choosy. You got to find out where's all the fat and go and eat it. It could be in storage, it could be in warehouse, it could be, I doubt you're gonna find it in apartments, but maybe, but I never owned a storage facility, but I know they're not that hard to run. Okay? They're very easy to run. In fact, I've seen places where the storage facilities get the same price per rent as a fucking apartment. That burns me up. I'm here like a schmuck giving them a whole fucking apartment with the plumbing and the kitchen and the appliances and the maintenance and the management and the landscaping and the kissing their ass and the pools and all this shit. And this guy's renting it up at the same price a square foot and gives them nothing. And if they don't pay, he locks their shit up and auctions it off. Oh, my God. So some guys hit it really big in storage. But it's got to be a piece of fucking cake to run. But make sure there's a demand for whatever real estate you go into. Make sure there's a demand for your supply. That's what it's all about. So good luck, but find what's working in your area. Right now with me, it's just Kentucky Fried Chickens and Walgreens. What else?
All right, Christian Fernandez, thank you for the $20 also. He said, Ben, love the channel, been a long-time subscriber, and I want you to buy a pack of Newports with my money. Do you actually believe that Sleepy Joe will take away the 1031? And if so, how should new investors overcome this?
You know, I don't know. A lot of people tell me, oh, he's just talk, who knows? But they talk big, but they don't never come through. You know, it's like, they're trying to impress everybody how tough they are. Listen, the only reason why we have a lot of rich people that started with nothing is because of the 1031. So, and I already did the whole friggin' spiel on that. If you look it up on YouTube, that the 1031 was a friggin' tool to get you to be rich. And why is it a crime to be fucking rich anymore? Why? Is it a crime now in the United States of America to want to fucking have money and have nice shit and fancy houses and jets and all this shit you tease us with? You tease us with this shit, but now you want to take away the fucking tools so us poor people to get it. And yes, I was poor most of my life, okay? So I can say that shit. Anyway, what was the question? Anyway, hopefully he doesn't take it away. And if he does, he's an idiot. And the Democrats are idiots because they don't want to get off their ass and work for a fucking living. They just want to create more fucking bullshit and control everybody. I don't want to go towards that today. No politics tonight. We got a banker here. We got to refrain ourselves.
No, don't, not on my behalf. Go for it.
Anyway, what else you got?
So he was also asking, how should new investors overcome, the 1031 issue if it does
if it
go
happens,
away?
Then if it happens, then a lot of people aren't going to want to be selling and buying, and then you're going to pay 20% if you hold it a year. But guys like me that have been in the game their whole fucking life, my basis, and I ain't got time to go into what that is very low. So my tax bill will kick my fucking ass from all the times that I deferred it. I could go out and buy a $10 million property tomorrow, and my basis could be zero. So if I sell it and make $1 million, I still owe $11 million or something like that. It's crazy. But anyway, you're just going to have to plan accordingly. You're going to have to make sure that you leave enough room for that 20% tax, to pay. So you got to sell it at a higher price now to try to get it and to cover your tax. So maybe he's going to drive price of real estate up even higher. I don't know. I suck in the economics. So that's the story. Be prepared.
All right, Ben, do you like somebody on the
What do we got here? What do we
Zoom
got?
here?
Zoom, baby, Zoom. Who's
Who
zooming?
would like to talk to Ben here on
Who's
Zoom?
zooming?
All right, we have
Who's
somebody
it?
leaving there.
I can't hear him.
Hold on.
If he zoomed in, then I should be able to hear him. I can't
Hello.
hear you.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, there he goes. We got
Yes.
Chris Faraguna. That sounds like a
Hey,
mafia fucking name. This is Chris Faraguna. I'm gonna come kill you if you don't pay me my fucking money. Don't fuck with a
man.
Faraguna. What's
I
up,
won't.
man?
I would not fuck with you. That's for sure, bud. I make it quick. I know there's a lot of people asking. Ben, I live in Columbus, Ohio, and it's a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. I live in
hate
Florida.
Ohio.
I know, but I live in Hilliard, Ohio. It's the west side of town. It's more farm area, and in the last, I'm a homeowner. I'm a homeowner, 3 years, and in the last 12 months, I would say about a dozen homes in my direct neighborhood have sold for over $50,000 to $100,000 over what over market value, and it's unbelievable. And I'm just curious, is that a
What
sign?
do you want to do? Are you going to jump on the gravy train or what? How much did you buy your house for?
$192,000.
And how long ago did you buy it?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So now you better hurry up. It's still tax free to make the gain. How much is it worth today?
Online garbage says about $250.
You paid 190 and it's only worth 250?
Yeah.
Don't pay the. I don't pay the refi. I don't think so. Maybe. How much you owe? How much do you owe?
About 160.
160 on a 250. What do you want to do? Do you want you get your hands on some cash right now? What do you want to do? I mean, I don't know. What is your plan?
My plans. I actually want to get back to Florida eventually. But you know, I'm just curious what you think about land. Also, I mean, there's a lot of. Yeah, I have a lot of land next to us, and it's big land. You know, this is $600 to $1 million land for about 50 acres, and it's just developing like crazy out here in Columbus.
I don't understand. What do you want to do with land? Do you own land? Do you want to buy land? What do you want to do?
I think ultimately I'd like to see if I can own land, hold it, and then sell it.
Well, you know, the reason why I don't like land, all right, because it's speculative. You better be damn sure that the money you're going to tie up buying some land is going to really boom, because if it don't, you know, you got all your money tied up in the fucking land, and if you're borrowing money, you know, my God, it could be a fucking disaster. So I like, you know, income-producing property, but that's my personal reference. I ain't got time to have no money sitting around in land unless it's a quick flip, and I know I can flip it right away. I don't want to be sitting around with a bunch of fucking land. What am I going to do, take my family camping there? So I don't know. I'm not a land guy. If you think there's a lot of money to be made in land and you want to try and buy a piece, that's on you. You got the money to buy it?
Not really. No, I'd rather get back to Florida. Let's be honest with you.
Well, we got plenty of swampland here, baby, so come on down. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I was stuck in Ohio, I'd want to come to Florida too, you know, and just bring those stupid. The only thing good about Ohio is those stupid chocolate peanut butter things little Ben likes. You know, the Buckeyes.
Oh,
like,
man.
It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but it's round or some shit, basically. Or
chocolate peanut butter, man.
Well, good luck to you. I mean, you know, do what you got to do and sell a house and move to Florida. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Thank you. Thank you,
All
Ben.
right, thank you. What else you got? You got anything? Chris, you got anything?
Thank you for the $24.99. Loretta Davis, thank you for the $4.99. She said, Ben, I love your show. Chris, what is your business info? I want to get help qualifying for a loan.
All right. Yeah, so you can call me. It's 727-455-1523.
Why don't we post an ad on our website for him?
We can do that.
Yeah, or email.
We can tweet it, so just follow Ben on
Google Legend. Is it financing?
Legend Lending.
Legend, Legend, Legend. Like I might be one day. Legend. What is it?
Legend Lending.
Legend Lending. That's the easiest thing in the world to remember. LL. Like LL Cool J. Legend Lending.
Or just
in Clearwater, Florida. And call them up and say, hey, I want to talk to Chris. I need some money.
Just Google Chris Jones Mortgage. You'll find me.
Chris Jones Mortgage. You know, today you can find anybody. You know, we're going to sit here giving out phone numbers and all that shit. Google, baby. Google. Goo goo gaga. Got anything out of you? What else you got, Aaron?
I got no more super chats.
I
need to
can't
get
hear
more.
it. What do you got? You got nothing?
No more super chats for now.
No super chat? Nobody wants to chit chat? You ain't got no Zoomers? We got a Zoomer up there or
You
what?
can pick a Zoomer.
What?
You can pick a Zoomer.
All right. Somebody raise their hand if they want to talk. And you better have something worth listening to say. All right. Who's that up
Nick
there? Sam? Who? You pick them. You're in control. What do you want me to do? I got to do every freaking thing around here. Do your job. All right. Did we do enough with the hat for Cinco de Mayo? My head's getting hot. Oh, shit. This guy looks like a fucking killer.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today? Is that blocking the
You
camera?
talking
What's up?
Hello?
What's up?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. You talking to me?
Hey,
I'm talking to you.
Hey,
I'm
Ben.
zooming you, and you're zooming me. Who's zooming
Hey,
who?
Ben, I love your show, man. You're fantastic. I tell you that.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate that. I watch it. You're real, and that to me is everything. I got a couple of questions for you. I'm from New York, right?
Oh, fuck. This guy looks like a straight fucking killer. Go ahead.
I'm in the real estate a long time. I purchased a lot of 7 lots. It cost me about $13 million. That's before, I was buying sections to build a big building in a prime location, which is downtown Brooklyn. I think it's gold right now. I don't know if you know that area.
Do or die,
I mean,
Bed-Stuy.
well, do or die. Well, this is downtown near, the promenades and all that good stuff. So
I ain't been there
my
a long
question
time,
was,
but I heard Brooklyn's the second Manhattan.
oh yeah, it's gold. It's golden goose. So I'm in it for 13 million. It's gonna cost me to build the building 50 million. But at the end of the day, right across the street from me, the same building I'm building, which is gonna be a mixed use with about 215,000 buildable, is gonna be worth 196 million dollars when it's built. Now I'm stuck with the land because I own it. What would you recommend? Do you think I'm going the right direction? I have about 45 properties right now, but this one here is a big piece that I want to put together and make it happen.
Why do you want to make it happen? To make
Because I own the land.
All right, so you got the land. You got the land. It's worth a bunch of money, and now you want to build a big fancy, what is it? Retail and apartments, condos, co-ops, what? Office? What are you going to build?
Yeah.
What are you building?
It's a condo. It's a mix. It's about 217 apartments, mixed use. It could be a condo or a rental. I like the condo.
All right, so where are you going to get the money?
To build it?
Yeah.
I have the money to build it.
Then what's the problem? Except Brooklyn, being Brooklyn.
But I'm asking you, is it worth to build the building? It's going to take me 3 to 4 years, give or take. And also, there's 50,000 apartments now in New York that are vacant. These guys are developers, they're just building and building and building. And meanwhile, they got a lot of vacancies. I don't know how they're going to rent all this out, Yeah,
you're stepping into a world that is, very, very dangerous. I mean, number one, the price of construction right now is ridiculous. To build in New York is 10 times ridiculous. The cost of lumber's gone through the roof. Metal's gone scarce. I mean, right now, we're going through this whole thing where people can't even finish their fucking building projects, at least out here. I don't know the market there, but I know they keep saying, I will tell you this. I've been spending a lot of time in South Florida, all right? In South Florida has been invaded and driven all the prices up to all the goddamn condos and houses and everything for the people on the East Coast running away. So I don't know. If there's already a whole shitload of empty apartments, I wouldn't want to be building apartments, especially not the kind of dough you're talking about playing with.
Right. Well, I have about
sell it to some sucker and make enough money to be happy. You can't sell the goddamn project to somebody else and let them fucking take the risk.
Well, I've been working on this project for 5 years. I got about 380 apartments now. I have 120 tenants that are not paying rent because they have restrictions on evictions.
Because you live in crazy city, that's why I got the fuck out of there.
I don't blame you,
The whole city's nuts. I'm sorry.
But I'm like you. I'm a go. I take action. No matter what it is, I make it happen. So that's
the point is, let me tell you something. If you can do everything you've done and everything you got in New York, you're a fucking king anywhere else you go. Okay? What you're doing in New York, you go anywhere else, let me tell you, you could fucking chew it up. When I came to Florida, coming from California and being trained there, which is just as crazy as New York, I came out here and I just started really growing because, you've already done the hardest shit you can do, own all those apartments in New York. I don't know. If you want to stay in New York, then you got to put up with New York shit. That's the problem. It's up to you.
Well, I went to Florida to see if there's any deals there, like a shopping mall, shopping center. I was in Miami. It's jam packed, but
Listen, right now, the best thing you can do is this: if you want to buy some real estate in Florida or anywhere, because I don't know the market everywhere. Right now, the only deals that make sense are necessity, triple net, retail, shopping centers. Okay, where you're going to get a 6 to 7 cap. And then when you leverage that money, you're going to be getting like a 20% cap, a guy like you. 20% return on your money. Right now, you come to Florida and buy shit and get a 20% return on your money. You can't beat that. And you ain't doing shit because it's retail, okay? You just got to buy the right retail.
Right, but listen, this is what else I do, Ben. I do short-term loans. Anybody out there that needs loans?
I would never want to borrow no money from a guy like you. Shit, you know what happens when you don't pay?
No, 12%. No, I've been doing it for. I made a lot of money on this. I just did 2 deals just the other day. One million, two.
I know,
but it's
great.
Not. Yeah,
you're a tough guy. You're a smart guy. You're a tough guy, and you know what the fuck you're doing, and you're doing it in the hardest place in the fucking world to do it. So if you got
Right.
the balls to do everything you're doing, you're a tough guy. But right now, I wouldn't risk fucking it all up with $100 million project. I mean, not in this fucking market. Not with the crazy people in office and with the fucking evictions. You can't evict nobody and
I
all
know.
the bullshit and the COVID going on. And now you want to fucking build and there's tons of empty shit already?
But, I've been working on this project for 7 years. I was buying piece by piece to build the corner.
You
You know?
did. So now package it together and sell it to some schmuck out there and try to make some money on it. That's what I would do. I'm not you. I don't have your balls. I don't have your money either, probably, with all the shit you got. So, if you want to go through the headaches of building in New York during the worst fucking possible time in our lifetime, then be my guest. Okay,
You know what, Ben?
you can't evict
Ben.
nobody. The materials aren't there. The costs are going up.
No, I'm
Your
with you on
fucking
that.
permits will never get fucking done because nobody's coming to work.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Everybody's living on that check.
Everybody's
know?
working, and they're working from home. You know what work from home? All this shit. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. We're working from home. You know damn well they'll all work hard at first at home, but after they stay home a while, they ain't going to be working so fucking hard. They won't even be home, whatever. All right, well, good luck to you.
You know-
And I put that fucking land on the market tomorrow and put a big fat number on there. Let fucking Donald Trump's out of a job now. Let his ass go fucking buy it.
Well, yeah, no, I really appreciate your time, but let me know when you're gonna have another
We're going to do one in Fort Lauderdale
get together.
soon.
I love.
Well, we're going to do it in Fort Lauderdale. I'd love
Yeah.
to meet you. And then I'm going to sell you a couple of
Yeah.
hotels, baby. Why don't you come down here and buy my hotels and convert them?
What do you?
Convert them to residential. You just have to go through. But down here, we don't have all that bureaucratic bullshit. Out here, there's a fucking rules and system, and everything works nice and fine in Florida because people just do what the fuck they got to do without all the bullshit. So come down to Florida, get a hold of Rafal. Why don't you go to benmal.com, do a consult with Ben, let's talk, and I'll bring your ass down here, and I'll set you up in a hotel business. There you go. Or convert them into apartments, or make them senior housing.
Well, I was thinking about that, but why are you not doing that? Well, you got
I'm
the
fucking
capability of doing
done.
that.
I'm tired. I'm really burnt.
You're
I'm
tired,
done.
right?
I'm setting
And
my
the last
portfolio up right now where it can take care of me, and my kids got plenty to do, and I'm fucking done. I got to take a break. 30 fucking years of nonstop is too much. And if I find out I'm bored a year later, I'll worry about it then.
Ben, my first property I bought was I was 19 years old. I had $280,000, and it was when I got the deed. I told my lawyer, "What the hell is this?"
$280,000. He looks like a fucking bank robber.
I tell you.
I bet you was robbing banks when he was
No,
19.
but no, you want to hear the best part? I'm being truthful. I had number halls. I was killing the number halls. I had the
You were running
bodegas. I
numbers?
paid their rents.
were
Yeah,
running
I was.
numbers?
Listen,
I don't want to talk about nothing illegal. You might get in trouble.
no. But that it was just it was legal at that time.
Bullshit. I grew up in New
But-
York. It wasn't
But
fucking
let me
legal.
ask you a question.
It was legal to you. Hey, we got to move on
Well,
to the
the
next
last
person,
thing-
but good luck to you. I'll be
Well,
waiting
the
for you to
last-
come
Ben, the
call.
last
I'll be
thing-
waiting for you to pay for a call so we can have some serious talk. I'll make you some fucking
No, I
millions.
will call. I will
got
call.
fucking
What about that
deals right
triple net?
now. What? Triple net?
What about
I'll
the
tell you
triple
about
net?
everything. I'll put you in touch with triple net. I'll sell you a fucking hotel. I'll set your ass up. You'll be sitting down here drinking a fucking pina colada under a palm tree. All right? Bring that New York
right.
money to me, baby. I'll spend it with you right. I won't fuck you over either. I'll make you money.
All right.
All right? Good luck.
No.
Who else we got? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Have some super chats.
Super chat. Super chat. Wake up, super chat, boy.
Thomas Lynn, thank you for the $10. He said, "Hey Ben, what are your thoughts on wholesaling? My friend made 120 grand in a month. How would you go about it?"
You know what about wholesaling? No. Okay. Wholesaling, I tested it out. It's real simple. If you know, what's great about it is somehow they get in the middle of the contract, they tie a property up really cheap, where there's some room to flip it. They got a group of people with money waiting to buy shit, but don't want to go out there and find it like they did, which that means they're entitled to a fee. They flip the contract, they make some money, and they move on to the next one. Once you accumulate a lot of money wholesaling, you become the person that gets because the real money's made. Supposedly, it's supposed to be the person that's buying the deal from the wholesaler is supposed to fix it up and make some money flipping it or whatever the hell he's going to do with it. All right? Wholesalers should graduate into being the people that they sell the properties to. But if you get out there and hustle wholesaling, do it. Do any fucking thing you can if it can make money. There's wholesalers out there making it. Go make it. But then eventually you'll graduate to be the person that you'll wholesaling the shit to yourself. And then you'll make the real money. Why make 10 grand on a contract when you can make 50 grand flipping the house? There you go. What else?
All right, Kane, thank you for the $5. He said, Ben, what's the most important thing you want to leave behind? Not just money. How about things other than that? Knowledge, advice, lessons learned?
When I go, I just want to leave everybody behind. Leave behind. That?
Said, what's the most important thing you want to leave behind besides money?
My legacy. My YouTube fucking channel. No, I'm going to leave whatever. When I'm dead, whatever the fuck's left, they'll all come in and pick the fucking bones and the fat. Well, hey, they're lucky. They won't be picking bones. If I die, they'll be picking some fat, And that'll be it. Everybody will be happy, hopefully, and that'll be it. I just don't want my poor wife to suffer. Okay. What else we got?
Rusty, thank you for the 900 UYUs.
Oh, here
I
we
don't
go
know
with
what
the UYU. What the
to
hell's
that,
a
but-
UYU? And if there's 900 of them, it can't be worth much. Look it up, profile. Is that Polish money? UYU. You mean IOU?
No.
I don't take IOUs,
Anyways,
goddammit.
he said, hey, Ben, is there a good way to get money out of investment properties that are already paid off without selling? Cash flow loan, something similar to HELOC, taking out a mortgage, a loan to the holding entity. Thanks, and let's raise the rents.
What the hell did he just talk about? Do you understand what he just said? Oh, wait, before you start, I just want to say, the reason why they call it IOU, that's the name of the money, IOU?
Yes. No,
How do you spell it?
UIU.
It's
UIU. That means IOU. That means it ain't worth shit. Go ahead, Chris.
It's actually Uruguayan pesos.
Uruguayan, yeah. I fucking owe you. That's what it means. It ain't worth nothing.
How much was it?
900. It was
$4.31.
worth penny.
$4.31.
How much?
$4.31.
$4.31. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Chris,
All
do
right,
you
so-
understand what he just said?
Yeah, so pulling money out of investment property. So yeah, if it's residential investment property, 1 to 4 units, you can pull money out of that property up to 75% of the appraised value of that home. So yes, you can do that. We can wrap in all the closing costs, and you get a check back at closing.
And if it's more than 4 units, you got to go to a bank and do it.
Yep.
You can always refinance anything. What the hell was his question?
Well, his question really was, is there a good way to get money out of investment properties that
Yeah.
are already paid off without
Yeah.
selling
If it's
them?
already paid off,
Without
there's no
selling
mortgage.
them. Yes.
You get a refinance. You go to the bank and you say, here, how much money you want to give me?
Yeah, you won't be able to get a home equity line, but you can get a first mortgage on there.
Go to the bank. Call Chris up if it's 4 units or less. All right? From now on, anybody has any problems with questions that have to do with 4 units or less, don't call me. Call Chris. Unless you're paying to call me, then I'll take it. All right. So what else we got?
JB, thank you for the $2. He said, thoughts on gold and or silver? Persevere wealth?
I don't know. I'm not an economist. You an economist?
Nope.
I mean, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I should have bought gold at 1,000. I never thought I'd go past that. Now it's what, 1,800, blah, blah, blah. I don't know nothing about gold. The only gold I know is all the shit in my wife's goddamn jewelry box, which I will cash in if she starts fucking with me. I'm just kidding. I hope she didn't hear that. Boy. I'll really be in trouble. Oh, shit. Mother's Day's coming up this week.
Yeah, it is.
And she's a mother.
Forget about
You better get off your
What's-
ass and buy her something this year.
What are
I'm
you
tired of
doing?
that last
What are you
minute
doing for
shit. You
your
come running to
mother?
me.
What are you doing for your mother?
My mother. I can tell you one thing I'm not doing.
Marilyn.
I'm not going to her funeral. All right? But anyway, what else we got on Super Chat?
Let's see. Bilk Swan, thank you for the $4.99. He said, Ben, I keep getting outbidded by investors. I have a pre-approval for 190 grand VA loan. What should I do? I put in 7 offers, no bites. Please help.
You need to play the VA card on them. That's what
Yeah.
I would do, too.
Yeah, can I help with that as well? So right now, you definitely need to have a loan commitment. A pre-approval doesn't do anything for you. It's pre-approval subject to this, subject to that, subject to the other thing. Get a loan commitment. So what I do is I gather all your documents, we put it through underwriting. I actually give you a loan commitment. You're able to compete with cash offers. The only contingency is going to be on there on the approval is getting an appraisal and getting insurance. So also what's been really helpful is talk to your realtor about having an escalation clause in the contract. So what that means is if the property is listed at $200,000 and you got 8 bidders in there, you have a contract that says you will pay $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 over whatever the highest bidder is. So you put your offer in, and you could say, I'm going to pay $3,000 above the highest bidder up to $230,000. And as long as the seller produces a contract that shows you, what the second highest offer is, you could get the property that way. That's been super successful lately.
And, hello, can you hear me? Or you can play a trick that I used to play. My mortgage broker, a guy like him, well, this guy was a little flashier, but this guy, I knew this guy would back me up. If Chris tells you got a fucking loan and he gives you a commitment, you got a loan. So you know what I used to do? I had the balls, and I would just not have a financing contingency, okay? And I'd allow myself enough time in the contract to complete financing and to get the loan, but I wouldn't have a contingency in there, so I took a risk on my deposit. But to me, it wasn't a risk because I knew I had the mortgage broker here look at me in the face, and he's done it before, and he's given me loans, and I know I can count on him because he looks me in the eye and tells me I can, and he gives it to me in writing that he can. Then I would lose the financial contingency, so they don't, have to worry about that. I mean, if your terms, a lot of times, the reason why I buy properties cheaper than everybody else is because I got better terms. I go there, my sons already know how to inspect shit. We already know how to look at everything. We know how to just release restrictions on us not going through with the deal. We release our contingencies. So the less contingencies you have, the more that buyer knows that you're going to do the damn deal. And you might get pushed to the line. I bought buildings, I swear to God, I'm not lying, I can prove it. I have bought buildings for $1 million or more less than the guys competing with me because of my contingencies, not having them, and moving quick and moving hard and moving my way in. So, if he gives you a commitment letter and you're not risking a lot of money on a deposit, then don't go in with all these damn financing and all these contingencies.
Exactly true. So we've been doing a lot of deals lately that are not subject to financing. They're not subject to the appraisal. They're not subject to a home inspection. And that's the only way to compete with the cash deals right now.
Give up your rights, and that's worth money. What else you got?
Justin, thank you for the $5. He said, I'm 18 and have 70 grand saved from a moving company I started. Is it smart to buy raw land, add utilities to it, and rent it to other trucking companies?
Before we even get into that, he said the key word. I get a lot of people calling me and talking to me. They're only 18 years old. If an 18-year-old walks into your office and he's got a job and he's got an income, he ain't got a long history maybe, and he's got like 70 grand in the bank or some shit, can you help him?
Yeah, I can definitely help them.
So legally, you only have to be 18. You're legally able to borrow money.
Yep.
And if you're under 18, you can't.
Correct.
Even with the parents and all that shit. Under 18, you can't sign for shit, right?
Right, correct.
All right, so he's 18 years old. He's got 70 grand. Listen, if you know that you can buy a piece of land and you already know that you have the demand for that supply of that land, then, that's fine. You got a plan. You know it's going to work. But you better make sure that if you both buy a piece of fucking land, you better make damn sure that you got people willing to park their fucking trucks there and pay you. Okay? So you might want to think about, if it's your first time, you're only 18, you might want to think about leasing the land with an option to purchase and test the water, before you go in deep and own the friggin' thing. But, if you need to get a loan, over 18, you get a loan. I mean, go talk to a banker. It's commercial property, or if you can buy it, I don't know how much the land is, but if you can buy the land and do it, then do it. But you better make sure that you got the right customers for what you're selling. I don't know.
Well, he said, is it like, because, he does a moving company. And he's saying, is it smart to buy raw land, add utilities on that land, and rent it to other trucking companies?
Listen, if you're going to buy a piece of raw land and you're going to put utilities on it, how much is that going to cost? How much is the land going to cost? How much income are you going to get? It's an equation you got to sit down and figure out. land cost me 70 grand or 50 grand. I'm going to put 10 into utilities. I'm going to do it for 60 grand. How many trucks can I fit in there? Are you going to rock it? Are you going to pave it? What else do you got to spend money on? You know, you got to figure it out. It's like buying a house and fixing it up. And what's it going to be worth? Or what kind of income are you going to get once you make those improvements? You know, if you're going to be able to invest, you know, whatever. I mean, if you're investing 70 grand, then you better make sure that you're going to have, you know, enough money, you know, to pay coming in to pay, you know, for that 70 grand. You want to get at least 20% return on your money. 70 grand, 20%.
14 grand.
14 grand. You need 14 grand a year coming in. That's only a couple of grand a month. No, that's less than that. It's $1,000, $1,200 a month. That's going to pay your, you know, that's going to cover your 70, I guess. Make sure the numbers work and make sure you got a plan and you sat down and verified everything. Okay? But yeah, if you need the utilities to rent the space out to truckers for whatever reason, if you need those improvements, then do them. You know, then it's improved property, value add. But make sure you're going to bring in something for doing it.
All right, Ben, we're going to try to pull in a Zoomer.
Put
somebody
in
got
a Zoomer.
fast pass.
Zoom, baby, Zoom.
So let's do this very quick.
Come on.
Hello?
You got it.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Ben, I've been watching you for like about a year now. Love your content. So I'm 19 and I just bought my first rental property about 6 months ago. I go to school, so I bought it in the same college town at Auburn that I'm living in.
Auburn University?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Everybody
Yep.
from Clearwater. What's with Auburn and Clearwater? Everybody from freaking Clearwater loves Auburn University and the football team and all that shit. My lawyer, his wife, everybody.
Yeah, War Damn Eagle. Good times up there.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
everybody-
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Some
go-
kind of
go
connection between
Guthrie's.
here and Auburn. Where the hell is Auburn
Yeah.
at?
Auburn, Alabama.
What state?
Alabama.
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 Yeah.
How come he's got wireless fucking headphones and I don't, Rafal? That's what I want to know. All right,
No,
so
there's-
what's
there's a
up? How
wire.
many units did you buy? How many units you got?
So I bought one unit. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I'm planning on living in it and then renting out the other room. So my question is, I'm already planning on buying another unit, but I was wondering, would it be better to buy the unit in the same complex, or would it be better to buy it in a different complex in the same town? And why or why not, basically?
Wherever you're going to make the most money. It's only one unit. It ain't going to take up a lot of your time. Now, let me
Yeah.
ask you a question while you're there. If somebody has income, because you know it's a big thing now, if somebody has roommate or they're renting out a room in their house, you won't count that income, will you?
Cannot use cannot use that on a primary
And
residence,
Airbnb is not accepted by the banks yet either, is it?
Airbnb is not. And unless you have it on your tax returns for 1 year, and then I can use the rental income that you've claimed on your tax returns to offset that payment.
All right, so go buy the cheapest one you can find and make the most money on. And then what are you going to do? Move out of the one you're in, and it'll be a total rental income.
No,
no.
I'm planning on living in the one I bought long
You're
term.
living in the one you bought. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, if there's a demand for student housing out there, if I was you, I'd be looking for the biggest square footage houses you could find. Okay? Go find a friggin' or make it into one. Sometimes you can carve out the square footages, you know, out of a place because it's got too much space that you don't need. I did a lot of student housing. You know, you need a bedroom, you need access to the bathroom, and they need a living room, and they need a kitchen, and they normally eat in their room. So, basically, you need to go find a 5-bedroom house right now.
All right, that sounds good.
Congratulations, and go do it. Go
Yeah.
buy the best deal you can find, which is going to make you the most money and most rent every month.
Yeah, and qualifying for, if you're going to get a mortgage, you know, the bigger place that you get, obviously the bigger rent payment is you're going to receive, so it's going to offset the mortgage payment, so it's going to make it easier for you to qualify for the loan.
Yeah. So for this apartment that I bought, I co-signed with my dad for this one just to get a lower down payment because I'm gonna pay him from the job I'm working. But the next one I'm planning on signing on my own. So
Very good. Or if you have to, sign with him for right now. How old are you? 20?
19.
Close enough. I mean, you know, if your dad will have to maybe co-sign with you, who knows? But whatever it is, do it. Because how long are you going to be in Auburn?
For right now, 4 years, but I'm going to Auburn to be a pilot, and Atlanta Airport's just an hour commute, so I'm planning on living there.
All right, because student housing is very,
foreseeable
very
future.
profitable. Oh, wait, is the school open right now?
Yep, they went back to in-person classes this semester.
All right, so as long as the school's open and there's a demand, then, student housing is a great way of making money. All right?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Congratulations, and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Shit. Find places you can rent by the room.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You got another Zoomer up there? Zoom, baby, Zoom. All I want to do is run a zoom, and a boom, boom. Just shake your hand. What do we got? I see hands waving. What are you doing, Rafal? You sitting there in Poland land?
Well, hold on. I need to set it up. Don't we have super chats?
You got super chat.
Yeah,
Help
we
him
do.
out,
So,
Aaron. Help him
Denzel,
out.
thank you for the
He's new to the Zoom.
He said, "Do you believe the market
Can't
is over?"
hear you.
Turn me up.
Yeah.
There you go. Denzel, thank
Too
you for the
loud.
$2. He said, "Do you believe the market is over leveraged right now?"
Leverage.
It's over
Let me tell you
leveraged right
something.
now.
I was on the phone today negotiating the low twos. I don't really want to brag, but honestly, I got one bank to go below 2. Okay, I was really fighting today. I was fighting with big shots. Okay, big shots and big names, big banks. And when you can borrow fucking money in the 2s and 3s, it's free money. Leverage the shit out of it. And then if it's income property, who cares? All right, so what? You went out, you overpaid. Whatever your cash flow is, if your rate's fixed, your rate's got to be fixed. If you fix that rate and you're getting cash flow, X amount of dollars, the market can go up, the market go down. Who the hell cares? You still get the same cash flow. But if I would go out and leverage this shit, everybody's doing it. That's why there's money flowing. When interest rates are low, everybody's buying the shit out of everything. Real estate, cars, you name it. They're buying it. Why? Credit, baby. It's free money right now, 2 and 3%. What's a home loan right now? What's the best you can do?
It's cheap, like 3%. And we 2.99 today.
There you go, 2.99.
So, yeah,
That means
borrow as much money as you possibly can borrow.
$3,000 on every 100,000 in interest is what you cost them. 3,000 on every 100. Come on. Yeah. So that's $250 a month for $100,000. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
$250. You spend that on freaking lunch at school in a cafe on smoothies and whatever the hell else you're eating over there.
Yeah, but that's the only cost I have.
You're buying lunch for equivalent where I could get my hands on $100,000 for. You're eating $100,000 a month in my eyes.
In my eyes, that's the only cost. But anyways, Tyrese, thank you for the $4.99. He said, "Ben, I talked with you at your event and forgot to say thank you for your service. Also, I appreciate your advice on when it's enough to stop financially."
Well, I'm sorry, but my brain ain't working. But thanks for coming. If you came to that event that we had in Tampa, I can't thank you enough. Just to have all those people in the hotel, everybody else is hiding at home. You people came out there and you made my hotel come alive, baby. And you spent some money, too. So thank you very much. If I met you at the event, I really appreciate it. We're going to do another one in Fort Lauderdale soon as Vincent gets off his ass and gets the place ready. And I hope he's listening. Did he tell your brother to tune in? Wake him up. Wake up Vincent and tell him to get his ass on the Zoom. Do something today.
Got it. All right, Robert.
Oh, he did. I do admit he did. I went over to his house. I'm going to park a bunch of cars there because I rented my house out for a film shoot. And I needed money, shit. They offered me some good money to rent this friggin' place. So I got to get all my cars out of here and have a bunch of parking open up. So I'm sticking all my cars at Vince's house. All right, what else we got?
Robert, thank you for the £5. He said, "Do you do mortgages for foreign nationals? I'm from the UK and looking for an Airbnb in Fort Lauderdale."
That's a good question.
I was
because get a lot of that.
told it was a max of 50% down.
What do you do with a foreigner? Come on, tell us.
Yeah, foreign nationals are there's only a couple companies that will lend on foreign national loans.
Hey, you're talking residential.
Yeah, residential
Because
loans.
commercial, they'll give them money quick.
Yeah, residential, they're typically 45% down payment.
45 for a friggin' house?
Yep, 45.
That's the way we treat foreigners?
We do.
That's not good.
Unless you're Canadian, and then it's less money down. I'd send you over to RBC Bank.
Or TD Bank,
TD
maybe?
Bank, yeah, TD or RBC.
So basically, if somebody comes to you, and what happens if they're a citizen and whatever you want to call it, from another country, and they're just here like on a visa or whatever, then you can't do a whole lot for them, or as far as except 45% down?
45% down. So
Even small local banks, nobody?
Nah, nobody can do it. Nobody.
That's residential. Now, commercial is a different story, okay? Because commercial is a whole different game. I know a lot of foreign guys that got big loans, millions and millions of loans here. All right, well, that's the story. 45% down if you're a foreigner.
Yep.
What happens if you're illegal alien? Can you get a loan?
No, not right now. Well,
What do you need? What do you really need? I mean, the government, nobody's listening. No. Nobody's listening. What do you need to get a loan as far as citizenship goes these days?
You don't
Green
need to be
card? You got a green
you
card?
don't need to be a citizen, just a green card.
You get a green card, you get a loan.
Green card, social security number, and a U.S. job.
All right, so you have to have the social security number.
Yep.
You can't go with one of those other type numbers, right?
You can
Like a working permit number?
You can do that as well.
All right, so listen, you got any other questions? You can always reach Chris. He's sleeping in his desk over in Clearwater, Florida.
Yep.
Waiting for you to call. You got a guy here. You got a family. You got a house. He's got a life. He's got a career. Are you educated?
Yeah, I went to college.
Which college? Auburn?
No, USF.
You went to USF?
Yeah.
That's a hard school to get into.
Yeah.
Gainesville?
No, USF. Tampa.
That's
yeah.
still a hard school to get into. Listen, you got a college-educated professional mortgage broker waiting for you to call him and see if he can help you. What else we got? Anything?
Yeah, thank you for the
For
$5.
free.
He said, Ben, I got about $8 million of buying power from two 1031s. What will you sell me?
You got $8 million in cash, or is your 1031 $8 million? You know, when you want to talk numbers like that, you need to get on a consult with Ben. And I'll tell you right, if you want to buy something from me, you want to buy a hotel, you'll make a fortune if you got the stomach to handle the next year. Otherwise, I'll point you in the right direction. Okay, so you want to talk serious about spending $8 million in 1031, and I'm sure your clock's ticking. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing right now. I already told everybody anyway. I'm out looking for triple net deals. You know, because the only thing that makes sense, you know, you're buying a 6-7 cap, or maybe even a 5 if it's a really good brand. I turned down a Starbucks the other day for 5 3/4. I should have probably bought it. You know, I should see my wife's credit card statement with Starbucks on there. She'll be on the goddamn road, and she'll just ask the phone, nearest Starbucks. And then fucking, there you go. She got a program with a car. It takes it right to her. But anyway, call me up on the side. You want to talk serious. I don't like fucking around with people's money. If I'm going to give you advice, we're going to sit down and have a serious talk. So consult with Ben. In fact, I'm going to be consulting. I'm going to set the business up to where all you guys can run it, and I'm just going to go sit on my boat and be a consultant. That's my retirement.
Hey, Ben, we're going to have a Zoomer here.
A Zoomer, baby. Zoom, baby, zoom. Man, Ben looks ugly on the screen up there. Look like a mug face. What's that? Is dinner?
Yeah.
What is he eating tonight?
Can you hear me?
Hey,
Can you hear me,
what's
sir?
up? What's up? Yeah, I can hear you. Who are you? Where you at? There you go.
Hello,
You're down
Mr.
here. He looks familiar. I've seen him before. I think he was on America's Most Wanted. All right. What's up?
Hello, Ben. If you were 16, what would you be doing?
Partying my goddamn ass off. I'm just kidding. When I was 16, if I was 16, and I'll tell you, I'm just going to tell you like I tell, anybody. Aaron's not 16 yet, but, anything you can do to set yourself up to when you become 18 is a great thing. I mean, it depends on what you're interested in. You want to get your real estate license, you can start studying now for it. And then as soon as you turn 18, you take the test. What do you want to do? Mommy!
Okay. No,
Listen to your mother. Listen to your mother. Listen to your mother. God damn it. Oops, sorry, I cursed.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm 16 right now, and over the summer, I want to get a job so I can build up my credit score. So that way, once I'm 18, I can get a real estate license and start doing a whole maybe I don't know from there.
All right. So right now you're in high school still, right?
Yeah.
You need to go online. What state do you live in?
North Carolina, sir.
North Carolina. So go online and go to the state of North Carolina's, what do you call it for real estate? The office of the government of the state?
Real estate commission?
Yeah, something. Go to find out what it takes to get your real estate license in North Carolina. All right? From the state, issued by the state. There's going to be courses and requirements for you to take. You start taking them now. Another thing is this. If you really got, I don't want to say the wrong word. You know what you could do? If you really want to be ambitious, you could go start taking those courses. It ain't going to hurt for you to go into a real estate office. You got real estate offices around where you live, little Century 21s and all those type people.
Yeah, I live near Charlotte, so they're probably.
All right, Charlotte's a big city. You can go in, walk into one, and say, "Hey, I plan to get my real estate license when I'm 18. Do you mind?" Probably, you can wiggle your way in. you can tell them at first, you don't have to pay me, but can I sit here and maybe, answer calls that come into the office and, and do whatever, help in some aspect of the office operation. And then if you're really good, then they'll be afraid for you to leave. Then they'll start paying you. I mean, that's the trick I used to play. I'd say, don't worry about it. I'll come and I'll do this for free. And then, and then I get really good. They really want me and they start paying me. But anyway, you can start working in a real estate office. It's legal to work at 16. You can start getting courses to take to get ready for your real estate license. Those are things you can do. You go to a property management office, as long as you can work. You go to a property management office in an apartment building and say, hey, I want to be a leasing agent. Can you train me? And I'm willing to work for nothing practically. They'll try you out. I mean, there's things you can do to get get the things going.
All right.
Or you can get a bunch of money from your family and start buying some real estate. Go ask mommy; she'll loan you $100,000 right now. Mommy, I need $100,000. She'll rip she'll rip those earphones right up your head.
Hey,
all right.
look at this fish.
Ben?
Look at this fish.
Very nice.
Have you seen this fish?
Eat your fish.
Come on.
I'm looking at a
That's
whale.
a fish.
So yeah, I see
A
a
Cinco
fish.
de Mayo fish.
Cinco de
That's a
Mayo.
tilapia.
You don't eat
That's
seafood
a
anymore.
Cinco de
You
Mayo
give up
fish.
seafood.
Look at that in the Cinco
All
de
right.
Mayo
Very
place.
good. Congratulations. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Hey, Abigail. Abigail, hit your daddy with that fish. Pick that fish up and hit him with it.
Don't tell her to do that. You
Hit him with the fish. Smack him in the head with the fish. Pick the fish up, Abby, and smack him in the face.
She
All
can't
right.
hear you. I got my ear pods.
We
All
got
right.
these
Happy
humans.
Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Oh, my God. I thought they don't eat fish anymore. All right, very good. We're going to have our own Cinco de Mayo here. We got Chris the Banker here. We got
Man,
Aaron.
I thought we were gonna have a party.
We're
COVID.
having it right now. Here's the freaking party hat. All right, what else we got? You got anything?
Anyway, yeah. Alexander, thank you for the $5. He said, "Can you tell my friend Man happy birthday? We're big fans."
What's his name?
Man.
Mon. Happy birthday, Mon. Happy birthday, Mon, or Man, or whatever else you want to call it. As long as you're a man and not a man-woman. No, that's all. I'll go
Smooth.
there. I'll get in trouble with
Smooth.
that.
Thank you for the $2. He said, "What is Bill Gates doing on the Ben Mallah podcast?"
Bill Gates. Hey, that's
Hey,
a compliment.
thank
Bill
you,
Gates is a
Bill Gates.
billionaire.
That's funny.
Bill Gates is getting divorced. Do you know that? I
Yeah, I
hope my
saw
wife
that,
don't hear
actually.
about it. I hope my wife don't hear about Bill Gates is getting divorced. Holy shit. Imagine what that divorce attorney's going to make.
All right, the Informist. Thank you
Pretty good
also for the
compliment.
$5. He said, "Ben, I just got my real estate license and a job at a 5-star family-owned brokerage. Can I be your buyer's agent for a property?"
No, I'm not buying. No, you can send me any deal you want, but it better be a deal. Email us the deal. Go to Ask Ben Mallah. What is it called? I check out people's deals. They send me all the time. Where the deals? Where do
Ask
people
Ben.
come?
Ask Ben at benmallah.com.
Ask Ben at benmallah.com. Send me an email. I'll look into it. I'll tell you in 5 minutes whether I want to buy it or not. But if it's outside of Florida, don't waste my time. Unless it's like a Tesla or something over the top, like a big major warehouse or, something like that, I might be interested in.
All right, Shine, thank you for the $19.99. He said, "Yo, Ben, I live in South Jersey and buying a property that has to be torn down from my uncle for $40,000 on 2 acres. Question is, should I build a fourplex or a 2 to 3 garage shop for my small bus company I own? What would you do?"
I don't know. Are you paying, is it costing you money right now to run your bus company? Can this land replace whatever it's costing you right now to run your bus company and move the location? I don't know. That could be a good way of saving a whole shitload of money. And then if you want to build on something, you better find out what the hell the cost to build is, and what the rent's going to be. And, you need to figure out what the maximum value you're going to be able to get out of that land. But always protect your business first. That's what I always would try to tell people. Because a guy called me up the other day. He wants to get into real estate. And he's paying $20,000 worth of fucking rent for his business. He's got a real company. He's got trailers. He's got this and that. I don't know. Whatever the hell he was doing, I forgot. But anyway, I said, why are you worried about getting real estate when you're paying $20,000 a month for rent to be a business? Why don't you go out and find a place for your business? We figured out the numbers. By the time I got off the phone with the guy, it's going to end up, for $5,000 a month, he's going to end up buying a property. I'm sorry, 5, but 10 with taxes, insurance. We figured it all out. For $10,000 a month, he's now going to own a property that not only doesn't have to pay rent for his business anymore, but he's going to have an income. And he got that off a $100 phone call. So anyway, you need to figure out what's the best use for that land. What is it zoned for? What's the best uses for it? But if it can help your business, that can make you money too.
All right, Loretha, thank you for the $4.99. She said, Chris, so you said you do have to report the income if you rent out rooms to classmates. Up to one amount. Details, please.
You do not have to count the rent. It's not going to be counted in any sort of mortgage qualification. So you can report it on your tax returns. That's a completely separate issue, but I cannot use any rental income if you're renting a room out on a single family property. It's got to be multifamily before we can use it to offset the mortgage payment when we're qualifying you for a loan.
So let me just ask you a question. All right, I got a house, a 2-bedroom house. For the past 2 years, I've been collecting money on that bedroom inside my house, and I reported it on my tax return and paid tax on it. Qualify rental income?
No, it wouldn't. Well, because on your tax return, it's going to report under your own property. If it's a single family residence, I can't use any rental income on that at all.
Okay, understand.
Unfortunately.
This whole roommate thing is, it never really went on that much as like it's going on now because, housing wasn't so expensive. Now that housing costs a fortune, people are renting rooms, they're renting garages, shit. All right, you got something else for us?
Yeah. Bilk Swan, thank you again for the $4.99. He said, Ben, I just asked about the $190,000 VA loan. Should I look at new construction or just wait until the market cools off?
I mean, if you're looking to buy a house, you're looking to buy a house in your VA loan or units? What was it? Do you remember? I mean, if you're looking to buy a house and you can find a new construction house and a new development and the price is right and you like it, then go for it. Otherwise, it's a tough market right now. But, you need to try to, like I said, you want to beat everybody else out. You got to lose those contingencies and make sure that you're going to get your loan. So that'll give you a better chance of getting a deal.
All right, Blake, thank you for the $5. So what are your thoughts on Odessa, Florida? Is it a good place for young families, and is it growing? I'm thinking of starting a business there.
Odessa is also the name of a place in Russia, right? Odessa's in Russia, too. Anyway, I don't know a whole shitload about Odessa because there ain't shit to know. It's out in the friggin', it's like a suburb, of Tampa. You got all kinds of shit out in the suburbs of Florida. You can have fucking mansions, and you can have a trailer park. I mean, you're out in this, you're out in the suburbs outside of, where it's pretty much the country to me. I mean, Odessa, I've never heard a bad thing about Odessa. I noticed some big shot mansions for sale out there from the guy that owned the RB Lazy Days. Figured the RB guy, he owned the mansion in Odessa, because the trailers. But get out there and look. I mean, it depends on your lifestyle. It's all about lifestyle. Could I live in Odessa? No. Because, it's totally isolated in a way, but, it's great for a lot of people. You get a lot for your money, probably. You ever live in Odessa?
I've never lived in Odessa. I got some friends that live in Odessa and love it because they're on acreage.
Yeah, they like big land. You want big land.
You got lots of land out there. You got a Costco right down the road in Odessa.
And a Costco.
Yeah, you got a Costco.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
But that's all you got.
Hey, Ben, we have a caller.
We have a caller or a Zoomer? Caller?
We have a caller.
All right, caller, what's up? Four ain't bad, believe it. I still have loans at 4, so 4 ain't that bad for a 12-unit property. Where's it at? $60,000 a door. Where'd you buy 12 units, $60,000 a door at? All right, and how long have you owned it? All right, because you better make I mean, you hold that. If you're gonna plan on selling it, why are you selling it? You got that much upside in it already? Did you raise the rents? What'd you do? All right, so is it worth more money now? How much is it worth today? Well, you figure it out for yourself. 12 units. Let me tell you something. When you start getting to 12 units, I mean, in my experience. It's all about the numbers. You got 12 units. How much is each unit renting for on average? What's the average rent in the building? You can, but you haven't. You can. How many you raised? By how much? How much did you raise the rent? $100?
$100 remodel. Basically just a refresher of the unit.
All right, so how much is the total rent on the unit now?
$825 on the 2-bedroom unit.
$825 in Minneapolis. 8 times 12 is 80, 96. You're getting $9,600 a month gross rent potential, correct? If you get them all up to that. But you did not at that yet.
So five of them are 1 bedroom, so those will rent for $725.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe the market's hot out there. You think you can get more than 60 a door right now? Go for it. If you think you can get it. But you better hurry up and try to raise those more rents as soon as they're on 1-year leases, right?
No, they're all month to month right now.
Then what are you waiting for? Why did you? If they were all month to month, I would have raised the rent the first day I got in there, and whoever left, I'd fix it up and then get another tenant. But
I should have done that with the moratorium, the COVID thing. Can I raise the rents right now? Yeah, is it? I'm new to this.
Everywhere, every place is really local and different rules. You need to find out what the rules are in your little town, your town over there, Minneapolis. Find out what the story is locally about evictions and raising rents. I don't know. I don't think they can stop you from raising rents, but they can stop you from evictions. I don't know. You need to find out what's going on in your town.
We're gonna move on.
But good luck to you. If you can raise the value and go out and refinance or sell it, then great. But the problem is, if you sell it and you don't want to pay any tax, you got to go out and find something else.
I know. I don't want to sell a great deal.
Well, then just refinance it. Listen, why don't you just, right now, the best thing to do is make as much money as you can, get the place running to where you're maximizing your income, raise all the rents, fix up whatever units you can fix up, make deals, and then get the value up and then refinance it. The whole object of owning rental units is to not have any of your money in it. You want to get a property to the point where you refinance it and you're totally out of it investment-wise, so all the money you're getting is pure profit on the bank's money. Just work towards doing that, all right? Then worry,
Will do.
Good luck.
Refi till you die. That's what they say. Thanks, Ben.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Take care. Looks like your
All right, sorry for everybody on Zoom who couldn't hear the caller.
Seen it? All right, so who else we got going on?
All right, we got some super chats. So, Paul, thank you for the $10. He said, "Hey Ben, what do you think of basement level condos? Is it a good investment? I can light them up nice and do upgrades pretty easily. Being in the trade of electricity, and I do renovations as well."
Basement levels?
Basement level condos.
You specialize in turning basements into condos for people that want to live underground? Oh, yeah, underground housing. That's brilliant.
Exactly.
That's for the underground people. I mean, listen, if you can make money doing something, then do it. But you better make sure that there's a demand for whatever the hell you're doing. If you can rent condos out, no matter how you buy them, and it makes sense and it makes cash flow, then it makes dollars. That's all that matters. So you don't need me to tell you. If it makes sense, then do it. If it's underground, overground, I'd buy a friggin' cemetery if I thought I could charge rent by make any money. How come you never see cemeteries for sale? I wonder if I can just go out and buy a piece of land and make it a fucking cemetery. That'd be cool. Has to be zoned for that. Is there special zoning for
I'm sure it
cemeteries?
has to be zoned for
Cemeteries?
putting bodies in the ground.
I was thinking about doing that. How hard could that be? You just dig the friggin' hole, you put the box in there, and you charge them fucking month to take care of the lawn and everything. And I'll do like a real high-end one, We have a little bench to sit in, and you can party and shit around the grave and stuff. Have little tables and stuff. Maybe let Frank Chevez do the catering for parties and weddings or whatever. People
Don't
like
worry,
weird
Ben.
shit.
I'll find out for you.
Yeah, you definitely want to put me in a grave. I know that. Yeah, I'll be the first fucking customer there if you're involved. What else we got? You got no Zoomers?
Trevor, thank you for the $1.99.
Why are we zooming and nobody wants to zoom in?
Call your mom and broadcast it on Mother's Day.
No, I refuse. I wouldn't want to torture everybody with a phone call from my mother, but I'll think about getting her on a call one day. I got to get her in the right mood.
Trevor, thank you again for the $1.99. Nicholas, thank you for the $2. He said, "What should I focus on learning if I'm 16?
Focus on learning what interests you in making money, okay? If it's real estate, then focus on real estate. Study to get your license. Go work in a real estate office. Go try to become a leasing agent in an apartment building. Yeah, I don't care if you get a job as an assistant maintenance man. I don't know. That's where I started. So, whatever. If it's real estate you want to get into, find a crack and open that door. But you definitely can start by studying for the license and then get your license when you're 18 and hang it in a big fancy office and put a suit on. Don't cost no money to do that. They ain't going to pay you until you produce, but, you hook on to other people that are already doing it. And and then you ride on the ride, take a ride with them and help them and learn their job, and they give you more shit to do and they start paying you.
Yeah, there's plenty of realtors out there that would love an assistant in trainee. So you might be able to go talk to a big producer and say, hey, how can I be part of your team? And you don't have to pay me. I just want to learn, and I will do
What would he do if he wanted to do what you do?
He would need to get licensed.
Well,
so same thing with real estate.
Do you have a license?
I've got a license.
You got a license, all right.
Yeah. So same thing.
How do you get a license?
It's a test you got to study for.
Just like real estate.
Yeah, you get it's
similar to real estate.
Similar to real estate. I got to do a 20-hour in-person course or online course, and then do a test.
Now's the best time to do it with COVID. Yeah. You can cheat online. They can't see you. Right?
But no, you can do the course online, really but then you got to go.
At least for me,
you got to go to testing
facilities.
Who do we know that just took a test on Zoom and they were really strict about it? Somebody, somebody. Anyway, so you can become a mortgage broker and do big loans too. You study and get a license, and it gives you a right to make money in that field.
Yeah, ask if you're interested in being a realtor or real estate. Just ask a big realty team what you can do to help them out. They're always looking for assistance.
They like fresh meat.
They do.
You got anything over there?
Yeah, we're gonna have one more Zoomer.
I gotta go eat my tacos for Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, let's put.
Watch my wife drink shots of tequila.
Let's put one more last Zoomer, okay?
All right, Zoom, baby, Zoom, Zoom.
Again.
Oh no, it's back. I'm back again.
Come on, Rafal. Oh, look at this guy. This guy looks familiar.
Well, his mic is off.
Did we already talk to this guy tonight?
Yeah.
The guy from Ohio.
Just pay it again.
You guys.
What's up, Ohio? That's a shame. I had same two people in the same damn Zoom. You dirty rat Zoomers don't want to go to benmallah.com and get a pass to talk to us?
I got him.
What's up, Ohio? He looks like my friend, Aaron Vincent's friend, Nick. What's up, Nick?
Hey,
Can't hear you.
His mic is off.
What's the matter? Ohio cat got your tongue?
What?
Unmute yourself. Unmute you. Can't hear Nick.
Unmute.
He's not unmuting.
You got me?
No, he's out.
Tommy's out. Sorry. Give him his money back.
No, you got me.
Are we done for tonight? Did we Zoom enough?
One more. Let's do one more.
All right, pick somebody then. Just pick somebody. Pick the guy who looks like Rafal. We're a guy right there looks just like Rafal. Pick somebody, Rafal.
This guy?
Whoever raised their hand, they got a question. Pick them.
All of them are raising
You know what the hell you doing, Rafal?
Everybody's raising hands.
Shit.
Like,
Now he's got my wife helping him. He's really in trouble.
Yeah, there you go.
Raise your feet.
How's it going, Ben?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Yes, I have a question. I just moved to Florida. I got my real estate license. I'm a student and I have about $50,000 saved, but I'm scared to do something with it. My family's in the medical field, so I don't really have a great business mentor. So I'm scared to screw it up. Where would you recommend I start?
Where you at? Boca?
Yeah, Boca.
How the fuck did I know? And where you going to school in Boca?
No, I'm at High Point University in North Carolina.
Oh, you live in Florida, but you go to school in North Carolina?
Yeah, so I just finished my semester, so I'll be in Florida in a week.
Did you graduate?
No, I just finished my junior year, so I have 1 year left.
So where are you going to live? Can't get a straight story out of this guy. Are you going to live in Boca and work and try to do real estate in Boca with your license, or you got another year of school to do first?
So I plan on graduating a semester early and then working for Coldwell Banker. And I'd like to get into investment properties, but I just don't really know where to start.
It's real simple. All right. Number one, you're gonna have your college degree when you go apply, or you're gonna have your degree when you go apply to try to go into commercial real estate.
Yeah, I secured Coldwell Bank already.
Listen, Coldwell Bank. What kind of real estate are you gonna sell there? Houses? Coldwell Bank is residential. Maybe, what do they do? Some office leasing? I mean, what are you going to do there? What type of real estate you want to do?
I want to get into commercial real estate. I just figured I'd get a job and get some experience and take whatever job I could get.
Coldwell Banker going to pay you? Or are you giving me your commission? You talking about using your license? Are you talking about just holding your license there, or are you talking about a real job there?
I'm holding my license there.
So they ain't paying you shit?
No, they're not paying me shit.
And what are they? How many? What is it? Like a small office? What is it? I mean, what are they selling out of there? Where is the office?
There yet?
Where is the office at, Coldwell Banker?
It's in Boca.
In Banko. Do you want? So, what do they sell? Houses mostly?
Yeah.
All right. So, is that what you want to do? That's not commercial real estate. You want to sell houses in Boca to Jewish ladies from New York? Is that what you want to do? It's fine. You make a lot of money.
No, that's honestly not what I want to do.
Why are you going to Coldwell Banker for? Because what? Why are you going to Coldwell Banker if you want to do commercial? You want to go to big boys. Listen, if you're a young guy and you're a college graduate, okay, and you want to go and have a future in commercial real estate making the big money, then you put a suit on and you go apply at Marcus and Millichap or CBRE, and you find a team there that will take you in and train you and make you part of the team. Because you know what happens? When the team makes money, everybody makes money. All right, and you join other guys like yourself that have been doing it a couple of years, and you learn from them. I know guys that I started in Florida with at these type of firms. These guys were just like you, fresh out of college. They worked in there, and they went around. They did all the dirty work and learned the business from all the guys that have been doing it for years, and they're millionaires now. All right, 18 years later, all the young kids that I started with buying real estate from in Tampa and all over Florida, they're all millionaires now because they're in commercial real estate, and they joined a real firm that does commercial real estate. You got Colliers, you got CBRE, you got Marcus and Millichap, you got, those are the guys doing commercial real estate. You want to go sell houses in Boca, that's fine too. Shit, a house in Boca, the cheapest house is $1 million. You're going to get fucking 30 grand, half the commission is 30 grand on that deal. You sell one a month, you got an income of 360 grand a year.
So what do you recommend?
By the way, listen, seriously, I need a boat. I don't want to live in Boca. I tried Boca. I can't. It's not good for my boat. I need to be in Fort Lauderdale. All right, so anyway, what do you want to do? You want to go commercial? You want to go play with ladies selling them houses? And what do you want to do?
I want to go commercial, but I want to know.
You got to set yourself up now and start contacting these guys now. You go online and you look up who's got let me tell you something. I know all these guys in South Florida. Tell them Ben sent you. I don't give a damn. Go to multifamily division. Go to Fort Lauderdale. Go to Miami, and because I don't think Boca has an office there. I mean, go try for the big leagues first with that college degree you got. They're gonna welcome you, okay? Because you fit the bill. You're skinny. You look good in a suit. You got a college education. You're 20 years old, whatever. You fit the bill of what they're looking for. They want to shape and mold you into being a commercial sales money-making machine, and they'll show you how to do it. Shit. But,
do you recommend?
Go to Coldwell Banker and sit around and answer the phone for those people over there. I don't know. Whatever you want to do it. But just do it. But you want to go big time commercial, you got to go to a big company that specializes in commercial nationally.
So would you recommend that I keep saving my money and gain experience? Or
save your money and learn the business. When the opportunity comes up for you to jump in, believe me, save the money and have the money to jump in. Just worry about getting your career straight, because your career will cover your ass for the rest of your life. Then you start worrying about buying real estate. You might be able to throw some money in with the guys you're working with, because you know why? They get the best deals first. If a team of 5 guys pools together the money to buy a deal, you think a guy like me is going to get it? Hell no. They're going to keep it themselves and make money, which they should, sometimes. They got to, they're in the business. So it's up to you. All right?
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. You know what the most famous Jewish wine is? I want to go to Boca. So all these women whining out in New York. All right. What else we got?
That's it.
That's it. We're done. I can go eat my tacos.
All right,
it's taco time. Cinco de Mayo. Because after you eat all that Mexican food, the place will be stinking.
Let's do a quick shot.
Quick shot? Oh, we're going to do a shot for Cinco de Mayo. All right. We got any more Zoomers throwing up a Zoomer up there? Zoom, baby, Zoom. What do you got? He's waving his hands. Right, hey.
You want one more?
Come on, bring the Zoomer on. Start learning how to Zoom, baby. Zoom. You know, you're still in Zoom training.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What do we got? Here he is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. That's the Florida version of Men in Black. What else?
All right,
What's going on?
Question to the bank. I live in California, and they recently signed the ADUs. Essentially, you can put like these individual like units. Like one of them is up to 500 square feet, the other one up to 800 square feet, in a very small space in your backyard with very like lax limitations. So essentially, you could add these 2 units to the back of your house that's zoned R1, and it's only going to cost you like 20 grand, but this counts as living space. So if you were to essentially do that, have those 2 units in the back, have 2 renters that are a year longer, and would you be able to refinance with the contingency that you're bringing in income for those two units in the back?
Are you doing it legally with permits and attaching them to the ground?
100%.
They're
100%
going to be attached to the ground. They're not going to be trailers, right?
No, absolutely not.
And they're attached to the ground, and the city and the county and everybody in California said it's okay to do it. And you're going to be renting them out, making money. They're units. Units.
Yeah, that's California. I went through the whole coding and everything. This is all like new stuff. They're called ADUs and JADUs.
I mean, yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, if it's income and it's legal, then you can count it as income, and the bank's going to recognize it as rental income. So now your house now became a triplex, pretty much, or a house with 2 in-law units that you rent out. Why not? As long as it's all legit, you know, that's all they care about. When the title comes up and it's all clean and everything's legit, that's all they care about. If it's 3 units making money, now it's 3 units making money. Or if you're living in a house with 2 units making money, it's you living in a house with 2 units making money. Did I say that twice?
Okay. So right now, question number 2. I'm actually getting multiple licenses for different states. I finished California. I'm actually doing Florida right now, and then I'm going to do Texas, Arizona, Nevada.
Licenses for what?
What's that?
License for what?
For real estate, to sell property.
You don't need a license in every damn state, do you? What kind of property are you selling it? You got to get it in all these different states. What are you selling it to?
It's residential properties, but everyone in California is like literally fleeing to all these other states. So essentially, I want to capitalize on that and sort of be like the middleman for the people that are somewhat interested. And at the same time, I want to fly out to these areas like in Texas where they have new developments and make YouTube videos. Essentially, have them go head to head with these bigger channels, because I kind of know the algorithm pretty well. If you
how much money you got in Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, I didn't touch Bitcoin. I was actually into Workhorse, which is the company that I was applying for the USPS contract, and I bought all kinds of options. And Joe Biden, because Trump praised Workhorse, essentially cut him out of the deal, and I got schlonged.
Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, if you got a plan to utilize all those different licenses and somehow, then God bless you and go for it. But hurry up, and you tell me you're going to buy these units off of Amazon or what? These units,
what unit?
These units you want to put in your backyard, right?
Oh, well, essentially, there's prefabs that you can get on, not Amazon necessarily, but like local nearby. You're talking about like 20 grand.
And do it. What are you waiting for? Do you have the money to do it?
Yeah, I have some, and there's actually programs over here as well from the state that actually give you money to do it. Because this is all new to me. Like,
is this the house you live in? Is this the house you live in?
Correct.
And then do you own the house? Do you own the house? Okay, and so I mean, basically, you have the money to do it. Then do it. Get those units in the backyard and start renting them out. But you're not going to have a private single family house anymore. You're going to have 2 tenants living on your property. So be prepared for that and think about that and how the access is in and out and all that shit. And you better be careful who the hell you put in your backyard. So go for it, but do it. Then your house is worth a lot more money, because if you only cost you 20 grand, how much are you gonna rent those little chicken boxes for?
Oh, over here in Torrance, you can literally get 2 grand for.
Holy shit!
I kid you not.
That's crazy. You telling me right now you can put 2 units and it's only cost you 40 grand? You're gonna get 2 grand a piece for them?
Yes, sir.
You better. What the hell are you sitting here
calm
talking
down.
to me for?
Torrance, California. Look it up. Look up the rent.
Go. Do it. Don't wait. Hurry up and get those fucking units, because now you got $4,000 a month more coming in a year. You know what the hell you just did to your property value? You put it to the roof. Plus, look at you doing to your cash income. So you better hurry up and go get those ADU units. I always thought that was something a woman used, AUD or something shit.
ADU and JADU. But just as of recent, they changed a lot of the stuff because you know how California has a homeless problem. So just to have more housing
you ain't gonna rent the homeless for $2,000 a month.
Oh, of course not. But I mean,
all right, well, go for it. Do it. You know, that's just sitting on a gold mine.
I'm gonna start filing the permits.
Do it right away. Get the money, file the permit, build it, rent it, and refinance it. Put that money in your pocket. That's what you need to do right now for the next 3 months or however long it takes you to do it. Okay, all right. I wish I had that opportunity. All right. Good luck to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. You got anything else?
No,
California's
nothing really.
nuts.
But everybody, go follow Ben at Real Ben Mallah on Instagram, and also on Twitter. Go follow Ben at Ben_Mallah. I'm pretty sure, and go follow me
I
on
knew
my
that was coming.
Instagram page, Aaron_Mallah Life. You know, I appreciate it. My dad appreciates it. Rafal, I know he appreciates it.
Appreciate it.
Chris even appreciates it.
You've been following me
My
your whole
mom
life.
appreciates it.
I'm waiting for you to stop following me.
Come on now, let's build up. Let's do it.
So before we go, guys, come on. It's Cinco
All right,
de
come on, let's
Mayo.
go.
We have to have a shot. Here you go, Chris.
Thank you.
You can have it now because it's done. It's a shot.
Why
and
is
we're
it
gonna
pink?
do it because I like the pink. Okay.
It's not Sprite?
It is kind of.
Well,
Ready?
I like to shake mine up, you know, and
It's
fizzle.
still buzz. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Shake it up a little bit.
Happy Cinco de Mayo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Adios, amigos. We're good? All right, peace out.
And I'll make you guys